Now, at 9:45, it's time for Andrew Eborn's Fake or Fact, which is we love because we have no idea what's going on.
No.
So, Andrew is here, obviously. What are we talking about? You're surrounded by awards, Andrew.
Award season. I brought along a few of some of the ones which you should rightly be presented with, but I thought, hurrah for Hollywood. It's Hollywood or bust. So I thought what we'd do is look at some of the exciting stuff and some of the myths around Hollywood. To start with, the iconic Hollywood sign.
Yes.
You've seen, I've got a picture of it here, just to remind you of what it looks like. There we go. There's your Hollywood sign, just in case you didn't know. Did you know... Fake or fact? Did it used to be called Hollywoodland? Hollywoodland.
Yes.
You're saying fake? Oh, you're saying fact?
Yes, I'm saying fact.
You're saying fact as well? Well, I can tell. Brilliant. Both of you are absolutely right. Do you know why it was?
It was a real estate sign, wasn't it? That area was Hollywoodland, and I think it even said something else like, 20% off or something.
Oh, 20% off.
Something like that. And then there was a storm and the land
And that's when
down.
the 20% fell off.
Yeah,
you're absolutely right. So it was in 1923. It was originally up there. It fell into disrepair. It used to be illuminated, but that was too expensive. And what then happened in the 70s, they got rid of the land bit, and Hollywood, as it's now known.
And it's all a new sign, because the original sign, I've got a piece of at home.
Oh, have you? Oh, look at you.
Yeah, because the fella when the original one went down, some fella bought it, and he has it in he's American guy, and he's got it in storage somewhere, and he's cuts it up and sells it to people. And he brought me a signed piece.
Is that a little bit like the bits of the cross that they sell? Would you make 10,000 crosses?
No.
You bought it from a reputable
When I was a
source.
kid, I had a rosary where you opened up the little cross and there was a little bit of wood inside.
Oh, there you go. That's what they do.
And that was Christ's cross, we were all told.
It was extraordinary, isn't it? Well, why don't you bring it in? We should have a look at that.
I should have a look. I'll dig it out.
But how big a piece is it?
It's that big, little piece. But it's all he's signed and authenticated it.
Oh, because he was there at the time.
No, well, he bought it. He owns it. Yeah.
I love it.
But then they put it up again.
They did. Well, they did a new version of it because in the 70s it fell into disrepair. But now the Hollywood... basically, I think we had a picture of what Hollywoodland used to look like, which was that sort of kind of show. Was it changed, however, to Hollyweed?
Hollyweed?
Because obviously the legalisation of cannabis in that sort of side. So Hollyweed, did the sign get changed to Hollyweed?
There's a PR stunt sort of thing.
Well, fake or fact?
All right, I'll say fact.
I'm going fake.
You're going fake? OK, well, I can tell you that Anne is absolutely right. It was a fact. What happened, it was to do... Here we are. There's Hollyweed. There's a little picture on social media. And what happened, pranksters kept on changing it on... There's been a social media rumour for years. But it was all to do with the legalisation. Proposition 64,
which
legalised recreational use of marijuana that for medicinal purposes. It went all the way back to 1996. But they had those little things. It didn't last very long. And the artist concerned, a wonderful chap called Zachary Cole Fernandez, 30 years old, he got prosecuted for being a naughty boy.
Good.
But good.
But vandalism.
The first thing you do when you go out there as a tourist, though, is you drive up into the hills and you make sure that... It's very difficult to find the right spot, so you actually got it behind.
And you should go along with Stephen's bit of the jigsaw puzzle and see if it fits.
That's right.
That's what you work on that. Right, Walt Disney.
Yes.
Charming things about Walt Disney. Lots and lots of rumours have spread all over the place about him. So Walt Disney, Mickey Mouse, that's been in the news today. Mickey Mouse, originally named Mortimer. Fake or fact?
Mortimer Mouse, yes. True.
Fact.
Fake or fact? Fact. You're both saying fact. Well, how did you know that? It is
it's a thing, yeah.
It is a thing. So he was originally... Do you know why he was why the name was changed?
Just because Mortimer's too long? I don't know.
Mortimer? Could be Mickey Mortimer.
No, don't know why.
Well, it was actually his wife, Lillian Disney, thought he should... It didn't sound as right to have Mortimer Mouse, even though I like the alliteration.
It's hard to say, yeah.
Mortimer Mouse, it's got a nice little rigour. Did you get
Anyway, you can't sing M-I-C-K-E-Y-M-O-U-S-E, can you?
How does it go?
M-I-C-K-E-Y-M-O-U-S-E.
I love it. It's got to be good. And the great news is Stephen's got a bit of the tail of the original Mickey Mouse.
Go away.
Which is glorious.
It's got to be horrible.
Mickey Mouse, a glorious thing then. A Mickey Mouse gas mask was produced during World War II. Is that fake or fact?
Fact.
Fact.
Fact. You're very good. You're both on fire today. It's absolutely right. And do you know why it was?
No.
To encourage children.
Oh, there it is.
To encourage children to duck and cover.
It was absolutely that. So they weren't terrified about it. There were 1,000 Mickey Mouse.
Mind you, that's terrifying, isn't it?
Isn't that scary? I mean, I think that's scarier than a normal gas
Reminds me of a Doctor Who episode, if you know the one I mean.
Oh, yes, it does. No, extraordinary. But that's what happened.
Are you my mummy?
That one.
Hey, and are you? No, it should be good. The Sun Rubber Company produced them, 1,000 of those, and it was exactly that, to make sure that children weren't scared of putting it on. Right, Mickey Mouse, OK, he's in the news a lot. Is there a new slasher movie featuring Mickey Mouse? Fake or fact? New slasher movie featuring Mickey Mouse.
I have no idea. I'd go
fake because I think Disney would stop it.
Ah, very good. And they would have done normally, but the original Steamboat Willie Mickey Mouse is out of copyright. Copyright, my bag as an IP lawyer, 95 years is basically for anything with corporate authorship, the copyright expires. So it is now available, but it's only the original. The one you've got here, what they're showing, is the modern version of Mickey Mouse, which is still in copyright. So this particular one is an infringement of copyright. But the original Steamboat Willie is not.
I am staggered that when you look at the Disney Corporation, that anything to do with Mickey Mouse, that they would allow their copyright to expire.
Can you not extend it?
No, well, they did originally, and it's Sonny Bono and so on and so forth. They fought for a long time, and it was extended a few times as a result to get that sort of copyright. But Steamboat Willie, which is, that's the picture of him there, he is now out of copyright. Similar thing happened to Winnie the Pooh. You might remember a couple of years ago, and I spoke extensively about this, they did a horror movie with him as well, called Blood and Honey, which was childhood destroying on that sort of basis, which is interesting.
Oh, dear. Right, we've got 2 minutes. What else have we got?
Well, Steamboat Willie, I spoke about that. Well, the final thing then, since we're doing lots of Disney, was the other rumour that always happens is they talk about Walt Disney, Disney on Ice. They talk about him being frozen. So there we go. So the final bit then, fake or fact, was Walt Disney cryogenised?
No, he wasn't. That's a fake.
OK.
I'll say fact, just
You're
for the fun of it.
You're going to say fact, just to make sure...
Because it was always talked about. Or his head or something.
Well, I can tell you here on TV News, we can tell the world it was, in fact... Fake,
yeah.
So Anne is actually right.
Well, they've denied it.
Winner. They have denied. Well, no, but even more on that sort of basis. He thought there might be cryogenics. His daughter said, no, it didn't happen. He'd never even heard of cryogenics. Not only that, he was, in fact, cremated. So Disney was not reincarnated as Disney on Ice. It was that sort of principle. And this week's winner, many congratulations.
Thank you. When you go into Disney World, there's a beautiful big statue of Walt Disney holding Mickey Mouse's hand. And they're both walking. It's really lovely.
Oh, I've never been.
Oh, you've got to go.
I've never been. But why is it, Andrew, that all these bits and bobs, like the cryogenics, all of it, that they enter the public consciousness, even though they're totally wrong?
Repeat a lie often enough, it becomes the truth. And what happens, they always say that a lie goes halfway around the world before the truth gets its boots on. And what they've done psychological stories about this, that lies are much more interesting than the truth. So you never let the truth stand in the way of a good story. And that's what we do on Fake or Fact. And what I love is that people are suggesting stories for Andrew Eborn's Fake or Fact, and we dig into it, and together we can unpack it. But we're living in a diseased information world. And you had Taylor Swift this week, you know, right in there, talking about deep fakes and so on and so forth. So it's front and centre. Every day there are breaking stories.
You've got to be educated, haven't you?
Are those awards fake or fact?
No, these are all mine. I did win the Oscar. This is particularly good. This is recreated. This is the Trick Award, which you won, and you've yet to receive your Trick Award.
I haven't got a copy of it yet. No, I might just take that one.
Well, you can have it. I was going to put it on eBay, but you can have it.
Nobody will notice.
You could put it with your bit of the Hollywood sign, couldn't you? That would be good.
No, that's in a cupboard.
I love it.
And any award has to go in the downstairs loo. Everybody knows that.
It's got to be good.
Andrew, thank you very much indeed.
Pleasure to see you.
Peter and Ellie are here now with Saturday Morning Live.